Me to do that, then give direction to 2 or 3 assistants. He's a high energy dancer, so I'm doing a portrait, but I'm trying to introduce into the shot. Screwfix. 1970, I moved from London to LA, which was a shock. And between 70 and 76, I worked there as a photographer. And in 1976, I moved to New York. I actually love the city more now even than I did back then. It has a real sense of power, this city. It has a great sense of discipline. As John Lennon said, the center of the world. I still think it is to a great degree. My focus initially was advertising and editorial work, but then slowly but surely I became much more interested in the fine art aspects. I'm always looking for a shot that could end up in a gallery, a book, and even a museum. Something special, something iconic. Today is no different. So here I am in one of my favorite studios in New York, Doom Studios, and of course I have high expectations of today. I'm working with Sergei Polunin. He's really one of the great dancers of all time. He's one of the most disciplined people that I've ever met in my life. He's very special.
Morning, Freddie. How are you? Good to see you.
Good to see you. I'm always working with the best makeup, the best hair, the best stylists. It's essential that you have a good team.
Over here is the set, and today we're going to be shooting possibly against white and possibly against the dark canvas.
Today I'm using ProPhoto Pro 10 packs. Actually, I've always used ProPhoto. It's more than 40 years now. Basically, you plug it in and it works. The plan today is to start with a portrait, and then I'll move on to some very high-energy mid-air shots.
When the person arrives, a little bit of magic happens where you suddenly begin to feel the adrenaline. The person's on set, so you've got to start working. So the brain starts going quickly, and then you begin to make decisions about how this lighting should be done.
I'm always starting with a key light. After I find that light, I begin a process of removing the light by using flags bit by bit by bit.
It's basically like almost a jigsaw puzzle. You have to get the whole thing working, all the different components working together and finding the pieces that knit together.
I'm looking for something strangely mysterious, something that has power with the lighting, and then I'm beginning to work with the subject. So it's very, very important that the two things are working together, the subject and the light. But there's a certain point that you fix this light, this flag, this scrim, that scrim, and eventually you've got to be very careful. You've always got to remember there's a human being on the set. I become, during the shoot, very hands-on and physical with all elements on the set. If we need some spritzing on a face, I prefer to do that myself. It's much quicker and more efficient for me to do that than give direction to 2 or 3 assistants.